I'm meteorologist Gary Lezak with Weather 2020. This is your tropical update on this Friday, June the 28th, 2024. Interesting developments. We've had one named storm so far. Alberto struggled to form near Mexico, south of Brownsville, a couple weeks ago. And now it's getting a little more active in the Atlantic Ocean. So we're going to provide this update for you every Friday between now and the end of the hurricane season, and more often if something starts intensifying. But Weather 2020 has been the leader in tropical predictions, seasonal tropical predictions, and the only way to predict when and where they're likely to happen weeks to months in advance. I'm going to give you an example right here. All right, here's what's going on. Let me take you through this from the beginning here. Our PowerPoint I put together real quick. Hurricane season continues to begin slow, targeting southern regions. It's about average, maybe slightly below average at this moment. And the second named storm is normally around July 10th. So the second one that's forming today is going to be pretty much right on schedule. So near to above average activity is what we expected for the season. Here's what is going on right now. The red X is interesting. That's a 100% chance of development here in the next few hours of becoming Tropical Storm Beryl. The yellow X here is another system that's farther to the east that also may develop. And this one coming across the Yucatan Peninsula may not have time to form into an organized system, but it's going down across the southern bay of Campeche. Again, we already had Alberto. We're about to have Beryl, maybe Beryl and Chris in the next couple of weeks. We'll see. We're going to have Beryl here in the next few hours. Tropical Storm Beryl will be developing. And there's your hurricane season list for the Atlantic Basin this season. The weather pattern is cycling regularly. The LRC is a breakthrough technology that we've been working through 75 years of research to bring this technology and methodology to the world to help businesses and to save lives with far advanced warnings. The LRC allows us to know when and where tropical systems will form, when and where there will be winter storms, severe weather outbreaks, and floods, droughts, heat waves. So learn more about this at weather2020.com. There are 4 core principles to the LRC. The biggest one is that a unique pattern sets up every fall. We are in the same pattern that set up last autumn today, and it's going to continue to September. A couple weeks ago, about 10 days ago, we had 2 systems, and one in the Atlantic, one crossing the Yucatan, just like the one that's trying to form there now. This became Alberto right here. This one didn't become named, but it became a spinning disturbance that came into Georgia. So that's still something to watch. Remember, the pattern is cycling. We are in the 6th cycle of this LRC, and when we go through the 7th and 8th cycles, this part of the pattern is going to return, and these systems may be stronger hurricanes. You can see they moved west. In fact, watch this one right here down in the Bay of Campeche there. See it? And then it moved inland across way south of Texas. And then this one didn't develop into anything. Here's what's going on now. Again, this is a system forming in the Atlantic now, north of South America, way south, threatening the outer islands here. A 100% chance of development. So in other words, it's going to likely be a named storm, Tropical Storm Beryl, in the next few minutes to hours. So you can see the organization there. I'll show you a satellite picture here in just a second. And then here's the other system with no development expected initially. And here's the one crossing the Bay of Campeche that has a chance of some development. So here is that very good chance of development, as you can see right there. This is the forecast for the LRC, all right? This is the forecast for the LRC predicted in March. In March, we predicted that we would have late June into early July. We will closely monitor this part of the pattern from late June into early July, as development in these dates can give further insights into the intensity and path of later storms. So the fact that this is developing as we predicted it would, and it's tracking right where we thought it was going to track, is an increasing chance there's a stronger system here about it would be mid-August and late September. So I'll show you that. In fact, there's also a little system forming in New Orleans right now, but it's just not going to do anything. But this is a forecast we had on March 4th also for this part of the pattern. So August 11th, watch out. One down here, just like it is now, could track into the Gulf of Mexico at the same time as another one is developing near the northeast Gulf of Mexico. I know this gets a little confusing. It's very difficult to explain, but know that this is one of our targets, one of our top 2024 targets for August 11th. All right? Subtract 45 days from August 11th, and you have basically late this week. So it's right on schedule. August 11th and late September, this is going to be an active part of the pattern. But there's other parts of the pattern. Right around peak hurricane season, we're expecting another one that could come out of this region. One from Africa, and another one could develop in the Caribbean. So it's expected to get quite active here sometime in the next few weeks and months. Here's Weather 2020's prediction compared to everybody else's this season. Notice how all the other universities, government agencies, and private companies, as of June 11th, we had the lowest number of named storms this season. We're still predicting 14 to 19 named storms, but notice how everyone else is predicting an average of 24 named storms this season. We do not think it's going to be that active. We think it'll be near to a little bit above average. And remember, Weather 2020 has been the most accurate 2 years in a row. And this is being tracked by the Barcelona Supercomputing Center. Here it is right here, and Colorado State University. All right, 14 and 19 named storms are forecast for the season. 14 is average. 7 to 10 hurricanes. 7 is average. 4 to 5 major hurricanes. 3 is average. And a 150 accumulated cyclone energy are called ACE. That measures all the activity combined together. We're expecting it to be a little bit above average. The average is 123. Let's go and take a look at the latest prediction. Look at this system here. Here's the United States for your bearings. This is the latest GFS model, all right? So let's go put this into motion and watch this system right here. That's the possible developing barrel. Notice how it actually intensifies right here. It looks like it could be becoming a strong tropical storm or possible hurricane as it threatens the lower outer islands here and then tracks towards the Caribbean Sea. And then here's another one trying to develop on its heels. So the GFS overdoes it quite a bit, quite often, but it does show these systems heading off to the east. And then look at that, that first lead one dies, and so does the second one. So a very interesting development there as the model actually killed these systems. So let's see if they form and how strong they get in the next few days. And let's go look at the satellite picture just to see how this one's doing today. Let's go back and look at Beryl here. All right, so here we go, satellite picture. And looks like we have a depression. Let's see, that must be this one. There it is. Look at that. Ooh, it's very close to becoming a tropical storm. I'll go look at the latest NHC 7. Look at that. There it is. This is going to be Beryl. All right, and on the big picture, if you look at the North Atlantic wide, there it is. You can see right there. So apparently it just became a depression while I was doing this report. Let's go look at the NHC site and see what comes out here. And hold on, let's do it one more time. And the National Hurricane Center. Here we go. Look at this. Let's see here. And no, it's not a depression yet, but I think it's becoming named a depression right now as we speak. There it is. There's the organization of the system. All right, so thank you for watching this tropical update. We're expecting Beryl to threaten the outer islands. Will it have any impact farther west as it approaches the United States or Mexico? More in the next few days. I'm meteorologist Gary Lesak, and you can get more information on weather2020.com. You can get the global predictor. Go check out that. And that's only $5.99 a month, and you have a forecast anywhere for the next 6 months. I'm meteorologist Gary Lesak with Weather 2020. Have a great weekend.